Hey guys, my name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Arsenal versus Fulham. Traditionally a difficult fixture for us, to be honest. I mean, the last few seasons, I think the last 2 seasons, we failed to get a win at Craven Cottage, so it's always been a bit of a difficult fixture for us, difficult venue for us. And yeah, it's in keeping with our start of the season. I think we've had the hardest start of the season on record. I mean, definitely our hardest for sure. There's so many difficult away games, and some difficult home games as well. And Fulham is definitely one of them. We lost this one last year. Always important that we win it. With Liverpool losing to Man United, which was absolutely amazing. City obviously winning, so they're on a bit of a streak at the moment as well. A couple of other fixtures going our way. Spurs losing as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Love that. It was important that we get something out of this game. It was important that we win this game for real because we still got to keep our top of the place at the top of the table. We've still got to keep our momentum going. We've got, I mean, really, the Liverpool game is only our bad result, and that was only losing to a fluke free kick. I think that was the last game Liverpool won, incidentally, which is quite funny. I don't think that's true. I think they won a couple more games after that, but still, it's just funny, and it's an important game. And like I said, we lost this one last year. It's traditionally this one is one of those ones where last year and the year before we would beat Man City, we would beat Liverpool, but then lose to Fulham and West Ham as well. I think was another one last year. And yeah, we managed to do it. Only just. It was definitely not a pretty game. That first half was absolutely drab, if I'm being brutally honest. Just Fulham just weren't playing to win. They were just playing not to lose. Just constantly in there, all the 11 men in their half, just defend, 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 defend. It was terrorism football, if I'm being brutally honest. And yeah, this is the kind of tactic that we struggle against. We prefer teams to attack us. Everyone knows that because it leaves space in behind, and we can play around them and get in behind them. And we can't do this against a team like Fulham that do this. And the funny thing is, they don't normally play like this either. It was blatantly a tactic they use because they're terrified of Arsenal. They're terrified of what we could have done to them. And it was just really difficult. Well, Jimenez is always a threat. I don't like him when he's playing against Arsenal because he has scored against us a bunch of times. And he's a bit of a nuisance. He's one of those nuisance, number nines that will just irritate your defenders, your centre backs. And he had a couple of half chances, bless him, but. Yeah, David Raya and all of our back line are just impeccable at the moment. He had no joy. They had no shot on target as well the entire game. Apparently, that was the first time. It's been the first time. West Ham as well. West Ham and Fulham didn't have a shot on target against us both games in a row. I think that's the first time that's happened since the Invincible season, if I'm not mistaken. So, a massively amazing stat, really. It says here, because I've got Google up here, just have a look at the stats. It says they've had a one shot on target. I think that's BS. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't have any shots, so that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, 1-0. Again, set piece, off a corner. Trossard, maybe it deflect. I think it rebounded off of. I didn't think it rebounded. I think it was knocked on by Gabriel, and then Trossard just had an open goal and just had to push it into the goal, which is brilliant, and that's all we needed. I mean, for real, that's all we needed. Set piece FC. People say that like it's an insult. People are whining about it like it's a bad thing. Like, oh my god, we're so embarrassed. We're only scoring set piece goals. Oh no, like no Arsenal fans are upset about that. The only reason everyone else is upset is because they're just trash at set pieces. They know that if they get a corner, it's basically like a penalty. It's quite a good chance we're going to score it. Having said that, we had loads of corners in this game, and most of them were just absolutely diabolical. Saka, I don't know if it's because he's been off for a while for his injury and he's only just coming back or whatever, but mate, it pretty bad different corners the whole game. But luckily, we only had to have one go in, and that's what happened. After that, Fulham, I thought, okay, once we scored our goal, early in the second half, really, when they still had like half an hour to play, I thought, you know what, they might actually come at us now because they need to get a goal to get something out of this game. And that might leave them open. It could open the floodgates a little bit. It didn't. Surprisingly, they just stayed playing the way they were playing. It's almost as if they just wanted, just keep it at 1-0, just keep it at 1-0. Don't want 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, it's not the best game in the world, but it wouldn't be, and it's even a drab game like this is still going to be better than losing the game like we did last year. So, I'm absolutely buzzing right now. Man United weren't useless for once and managed to get a result surprisingly at Anfield against Liverpool. Liverpool, I think, have 4 losses in a row now, which is, I would say, crisis territory. If they have 2 or 3 more losses, I really do fear for Slot's future. Um, but this is the only game I want Man United to win. I mean, I feel like they're gonna, still lose a whole bunch of games and maybe finish outside the top 10. But still, they did something useful for once with score. I gotta give them credit for that. For all my Man United mates that are floating around maybe watching this. Credit to you. Well done. You did well. Liverpool are just really, really bad at the moment, but still you capitalised. You got the points. Well done. And now we're 3 points clear at the top. Haaland's on fire with Man City right now. Man City are doing pretty decently at the moment as well. So we've got to be on it. From at least for the rest of the season, if I'm being brutally honest, 3 points is cool, but Liverpool proved that in the 2 or 3 games that can completely be reversed. So, yeah, at the moment, all good. Brilliant game, brilliant result. I say brilliant game, brilliant result, but not really a great game. But it doesn't have to be. Arsenal are not here to entertain you. I'm so sorry that we're not playing attacking football and getting battered every week just to entertain you. I'm so sorry that you're robbed of that, but I don't care. We need all 3 points. We need if we have to play trash to get it. If we have, and it's not even us really. I mean, everyone struggles against an 11-man back line, and you have to break them down. Everyone struggles against that, and it's never a good game when one team decides to just defend and not attack. So yeah, I mean, it was always going to be a drab game in my opinion. I'm just glad that we won it. I think a draw would have been okay. Not really. We had to win this game, if I'm being honest. So yeah, we did that, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I mean, we're almost in November and the difficult fixtures are still going. And we've got Atletico Madrid, I'm just having a look here, we've got Atletico Madrid midweek, Wednesday morning for us, which is going to be cool. At home, which gives me a little bit more confidence, but still, it's going to be such a hard game. And then we've got Crystal Palace at home at the weekend. Sunday, that's going to be really, really difficult. Palace had a little bit of a wobble recently, but still, they're an amazing team and they're going to be difficult for everybody. That is an important game. We have to make sure we win that game. And then, next week, midweek, we've got Brighton at home in the EFL Cup, which is not an easy fixture at all. At home gives me a little bit more hope, though, so hopefully we can get a result there. Still think EFL Cup's a definite route to a trophy this year for us. We need to make the most of it. And then next weekend, obviously we've got the weekend after the EFL Cup game, we've got Burnley away on the 1st of November, which is going to be an interesting game. Burnley, they are beatable, but away from home, they could be a bit of a difficult Fulham-esque fixture. So we've got to, really be our A game for that. And then we've got Slavia Prague away in the 5th of November. And then, Sunderland away on the 9th, which is a difficult fixture. Sunderland doing really well this year, and they can beat anybody in this league, I think. So, yeah, at least until the beginning of November, we've got some really hard fixtures coming up. But like I said, we've got an amazing squad. We do have players coming back, on the verge of coming back from injury, which is absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for that. Hincape is coming back soon, which is cool. Not sure about Madueke, but I think it's not going to be too much longer, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we got a big squad. We got a good squad. We've been proving that of late in the last couple of months. And we just need to keep going, get our players back from injury, and then get into the Christmas period and just go all out there. At the moment, we're all good. Like I said, we're 3 points ahead of Man City. Liverpool are always going to be a threat. Bournemouth are doing really well right now. Third. I think they're joint third, but basically fourth. And which is fantastic for them. They're not going to stay there, obviously. I think Chelsea are going to put them to the 4th spot. But yeah, at the moment, it's an interesting race at the moment. Liverpool are slipping up. They've got to rectify that quickly. If they don't, they can sit down further. Chelsea could hit them. Man City look unstoppable at the moment. Having said that, they do look fallible. So they're not as unstoppable as previous seasons, but at the moment they're on a good reign of form, and we need to capitalise as much as we can, get a couple more wins in the league, and we'll just have to wait and see where we are at Christmas time. But let me know what you thought about the Fulham game. Like I said, I think it was a drab game, but we got the result, and that's all that matters, really. Another set piece. Let me know if you're offended by set piece FC or not. I love it. It's an amazing thing. It's a compliment to me. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how anyone can say it's negative. The only reason you're complaining about it is because you're not good at it. And yeah, let me know what you think about the fixtures we've got coming up. Do you think we can do something in the Champions League? Do you think the EFL Cup's a valid trophy option for us this year? I really do think it is. We've got a big squad now. We're not going to be rotating the kids for the EFL Cup games anymore. We're legit going for it. And against Brighton, we have to. And I think if we can get past Brighton, I think we can go on a long run in that tournament. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we've got FA Cup as well coming up. I really do want to see us go deep into that. And yeah, at the moment, so far so good. Touch wood. Liverpool game was the only blip on an otherwise perfect record so far. We just got to keep that going and see what we can do. So I think we can do something special this season. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Leave a good like and subscribe down in bottom, and sorry, leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe as well if you want to. If you watch the videos and you haven't subscribed yet, it'd be really cool if you could. Leave a comment down as well, like I said, because I do reply to all the comments and we have really good chats down there. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a really good week. Enjoy this win, and yeah, I'll come back. I probably won't be back for the Champions League game. I'll probably come back next week and I'll talk about the Champions League game and the Crystal Palace game together. So it'll be a little bit more longer video next time. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.